I'm Alessandra Barrett, Special Projects Editor for JOC. I'm at our 15th annual TPM with Ross Pignaz, Senior Vice President of Marketing for Direct Chassis Link. Thanks for speaking with me today.
Pleasure to be here.
The industry is growing and changing at a rate that has not been seen before. How are you responding to evolving customer needs?
The industry really is changing very rapidly. On the asset side, DCLI already has the youngest chassis fleet built to the best specifications in the industry. We also have the lowest out-of-service ratio of anybody else in the industry. But beyond that, we're looking at how technology can be applied to solve customer needs. Last year, DCLI acquired Res1. Res1 is the leading software provider in the domestic intermodal marketplace. Through Res1, we will develop an enhanced chassis management system that will offer forecasting components, visibility of units when they're in the street, reservation, and easier billing for our account base.
There are a number of pooling schemes being developed at various ports. What's your take on the current paradigm of standalone pools?
You know, that's a very well-timed question. This week in the ports of LA and Long Beach, we implemented the pool of pools. The pool of pools takes the aggregate units of 3 different chassis pools, totaling over 80,000 units, to form an interoperable gray chassis pool. DCLI, along with FlexiVan, led the way in developing and making this pool a reality. We're going to continue to look at similar locations where pooling arrangements make sense and increase our capabilities in those areas.
How are you going to meet the demand for chassis? What would trigger an increase in your fleet size, say?
So since 2012, the DCLI fleet has more than doubled. Currently, we have a fleet of over 130,000 chassis throughout the United States, both owned and managed. We'll continue to look to grow the fleet through acquisition where those opportunities arise. And more excitingly, this year, DCLI will announce an order for new manufactured chassis. That's really the first time in many years that a leasing company has bought new production into the play. That's just a sign of how the industry is growing.
Ross, you're in the commercial segment of the business. Competent sales professionals are a necessity. What are your plans for expanding the commercial side of the organization?
So as our fleet has grown, our commercial organization must grow also. We're continually looking to bring on the most energetic, intellectual individuals in the industry so that we can increase our touch points across an ever-broadening account base.
Well, thanks again for taking time away from TPM. I know it's a hectic schedule for everyone, and it's great to sit down for a few minutes with you.
It's been my pleasure.
I've been speaking with Ross Pignaz, Senior Vice President of Marketing for Direct Chassis Link.